Okay, imagine this. One of the biggest blockbuster directors of our time, Christopher Nolan, stranded on a desert island. What books does he bring? Not survival guides, not Marvel comics. He picks Jorge Luis Borges, a writer so dense, so philosophical, he makes quantum physics look like a Dr. Seuss book. And honestly, this might be the key to understanding why Nolan's films feel the way they do. Because if you think Nolan's just a guy who likes explosions and backwards time, you're missing half the picture. Let's unpack this. First off, why Borges? If you've never heard of him, Jorge Luis Borges is like the Elon Musk of 20th century literature. Except instead of rockets, he launched mine grenades. His stories aren't about characters or plots. They're about ideas that eat your brain. Infinite libraries, immortal people who become apathetic, labyrinths that exist in your mind. And Nolan, the guy who made a movie where the entire third act happens inside a spinning top, picks Borges as his desert island red. Coincidence? I don't think so. Let's take the Library of Babel, one of Borges' most famous stories. It's about a universe-sized library with every possible book ever. Every truth, every lie, every unreadable gibberish novel, all there. Now think about Nolan's Inception. That dream layers thing? It's basically a neurological library of Babel. Each level of the dream is another hexagonal hallway of infinite possibilities. And what does Cobb do? He gets stuck chasing a ghost of his own making. Just like Borges' librarians going mad searching for meaning in chaos. Nolan didn't just rip off the concept. He lived inside it, then rebuilt it with Leonardo DiCaprio's face on it. But here's what fascinates me. Borges wrote about immortality like it's a curse. In the Immortal, the protagonist finds a river that makes him ageless, only to realize eternal life isn't epic. It's just boring. He spends centuries lying in a hole, forgetting why he ever wanted it. And doesn't that echo The Prestige? Hugh Jackman's character chasing immortality through science, only to realize the cost is his own humanity. Nolan's not just making cool sci-fi. He's asking, what if the thing you want most destroys what it means to be you? That's Borges-level existential dread packed into a Batman movie. Wait, but why does this matter? Because everyone thinks Nolan's too intellectual. But Borges shows us his secret weapon. His films aren't cold, they're existential puzzles. Time and Tenet isn't just a gimmick. It's a Borgesian trap where cause and effect divorce each other. Memento's nonlinear structure? That's not show-off storytelling. It's putting you inside a mind where memory is a library with no index. Nolan's accused of being emotionless, but if you've ever felt existential vertigo watching his films, that's the Borges influence. He's not giving you answers. He's handing you a Rubik's Cube and saying, solve your own meaning. And here's the twist. Borges wasn't even a sci-fi writer. He was a blind Argentine poet who wrote metaphysical paradoxes while listening to tango music. So why does a Hollywood blockbuster director obsess over him? Because Nolan's not making movies for the weekend crowd. He's making films for people who stay up at 3 a.m. Googling block universe theory after watching Interstellar. Borges gave him the tools to make ideas visual. That rotating hallway fight in Inception? That's not just clever editing. It's Borges' infinite library made into a fist fight. So next time you watch a Nolan film, don't ask, what's happening? Ask, what's being questioned? Because his real genre isn't sci-fi or spy thrillers. It's literary philosophy with a budget. And if you've never read Borges, maybe start there. Then go back and rewatch Tenet. Trust me, the mind melting is just getting started.